The world of work is changing. There are now more ways than ever to make a living, mostly thanks to the internet. In New Money, we take a look inside these new lucrative digital industries.
I would say a good video would probably be like 500k to 1 mil views.
In this episode, I meet food influencer cripandip, who has more than 500,000 followers on TikTok. I wanted to find out how her job works and how it all makes money. Okay, so what are you filming today?
Today, I'm going to be filming a fermented hot honey.
Last time I tried to make biang biang noodles, it was a flop. A real flop.
Maddi, aka cripandip, posts daily videos on social media all about food.
Oh,
It's usually her cooking, but it can also be day in the life vlogs and her very popular hungover takeaway series.
I'm hungover.
Today, she's showing me behind the scenes of her setup.
I basically just have like a very, very cheap tripod that I'll kind of have facing me. I tend to have this as my background because it's a small area to keep clean. It's easy. I have a light because, you know, in the winter and stuff, I just don't like having to rely on the sunlight. And also I do a lot of like hungover takeaways and things like that where it's dark. And then sometimes I'll do a little shot over there if it's sunny like today, like close up. But yeah, it's pretty, because I kind of do daily content, I have to keep it pretty simple.
I'm Maddi. I'm currently unemployed, so let's learn how to make pickles.
Maddi started posting videos like this in 2023. She used to work in the music industry, but she quit her job, went travelling, and when she came back decided to give content creating her full attention. And it quickly grew from there. 2 years later, her videos have been watched millions of times.
It's hungover takeaway time. It was the TikTok Awards last night. I bloody well won.
And she even won Food Creator of the Year at the TikTok Awards. It's now her full-time job and has even impacted where she lives.
So it's really hard in London to find essentially silence and also good lighting. So yeah, with this flat, it's got insulated windows. We're on the top floor. So there's so many variables that we were looking for.
Maddi makes 5 original videos every week, plus 1 video with branded content, basically an advert for a brand which she's paid for.
If you're an influencer, you'll sign with a management agency and they will deal with all your negotiations and your fees and sort of the chat with the brands. And they would reach out and say, hey, we want a type of video. I just did a deal with Frank's and it would be like they want it to be called Frank's Red Hot Sauce. So if you just say Frank's Red Hot, it won't get approved. So like little things like that, sometimes you just mess up when you're filming and then you have to reshoot it for such a little reason like that. And you're like, oh, I'm such an idiot. Like.
And then it was time to cook.
Let's make fermented hot honey. We're gonna start with lots of chilies. Lots of chilies. Garlic. Right, we're gonna thinly slice the garlic. Then we'll chop the onion. Oh. I feel like this is gonna be very spicy. Then our onions. Garlic. We're gonna add some thyme as well. I don't know how much to do. I think we're just gonna go for it. Whoa. She is a beauty. So I'm gonna come back when it's done. See you shortly. It looks so good. There we go. Boom.
Maddi posts all of her content for free every day on socials. So how does she make a living off this?
So I'd say there's kind of like 3 pillars. You have brand deals, which is like probably 90% of your income. Then you have the creator fund, which is just on TikTok, but you also have it on YouTube as well. What I think is interesting about TikTok is your RPM. So that's how much you get paid per view. But it's not as simple as I'll get £1 for 1,000 views. It's your RPM is based on the amount of views you get in total, qualified views, which is like how many seconds someone watched your content, if they swiped. There's so many different variables. But what I find interesting is the bigger your videos get, the lower your RPM gets. I mean, my RPM went from 80p to 40p in the space of a month. It's not a reliable income. And then you have affiliates, which I am rubbish at.
Maddi doesn't have a background in the food industry, but she thinks that's why she's got to be so popular. She describes her videos as being like a FaceTime with a friend, and that's what her audience enjoys. Being a chef isn't a new job, and nor is being a chef on camera. But for influencers like Maddi, there's a massive audience out there for this kind of content, and potentially a lot of money to be made.
I really want to start doing YouTube this year and longer form content. I really want to do a book at some point. It's an amazing job because you get so many opportunities. So I think, ultimately I want to keep going with this, but I'd love to start a few little businesses in the next couple of years that are kind of aligned with things I love. So watch this space.
And I'm definitely going to. Thank you for telling me to do this. Cheers.